Good afternoon. It is 3:24 in the afternoon on, what is today? Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Anybody watching? How you doing? How was your day? How was your evening? I just went and grabbed a coffee. Give me a second. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm exhausted. I felt fine until I pulled into the Timmy's drive-thru and had to sit there for the last 20 years. Jesus Christ. They keep shutting down the second row of the drive-thru, like in the afternoon, like early afternoon, and it's so annoying. It's like, just hire on the people that you had on before and it'll be fucking fine. Holy moly. Anywho, it's been an interesting day. I mean, not work-wise. Work was work. It was fine. We killed it. We always do, because we're awesome. But in the sense that I had to keep my phone on me all day, and I hate having to do that. Because I was waiting for the youth counseling place to call me back from yesterday. Monkey needs this note from them to present to the online school board, and hopefully that'll be enough for him to get online just for the next, 4 fucking months. Come on, man. Give me a goddamn break. And a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago now, one of my friends, one of my buddies' kids are probably my age. Well, the eldest, I think, is somewhere around my age. She's maybe early to mid 30s. I don't know. But I think it was her that messaged me over Facebook 2 or 3 weeks ago, asking about her dad, right? Been trying to get a hold of him, can't get a hold of him. Do you know what's going on with him? La, 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 la. Well, I didn't recognize her name through stories and whatever. The name just did not ring a bell to me. And I didn't want to answer her back, because then she would have access to my messenger. And I don't let willy-nilly on my messenger, my Facebook, none of that shit. I need to know you. So I called a mutual friend between myself, this gentleman, and said, look, this mutual friend has been friends with him for, I'll bet you, a good 30 years, okay? So I called her up and I was like, yo, I just got this message. Stuff like that always strikes me as shady. I go to a shady place with that stuff. I don't assume that they are who they say they are. Ever. So I asked her if the name rung a bell with her, right? And she was like, no. She said, but let me do some Facebook stalking and I'll get back to you. Because I was in an area without Wi-Fi at the time. So I'd gotten the message before I left the house. But I texted, or I called her after I left the house. So I didn't have Wi-Fi to go stalk anything. So she did. And she's like, yeah, I apparently this person wasn't on his Facebook friends list. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not answering. But it's kind of making me kind of raise an eyebrow as to what's going on with him if people can't get a hold of him, right? So, I don't think the numbers I have anymore are any good. I haven't spoken to the man in 2 years. Because of reasons. And I said, but, I think for her it had probably been about 3.5 months or so since she's spoken to him. So she was like, yeah, I'll call and see what I can find out, whatever, I'll get back to you. Well, she never got back to me. And I forgot all about it. Then this morning, one of his younger kids, probably teens, messaged me over Facebook, and that name I did recognize. So I answered her message, and I was like, no, I said, I got a message from somebody else a few weeks back, but I said, I have not spoken to your dad in like 2 years. I haven't called. I haven't texted. He hasn't called. He hasn't texted. I haven't even seen him on Facebook. So I said, but I'm on my way to work. If you give me some time, when I get home, I'm usually done around 2. Once I'm around Wi-Fi again, I will do some investigating and I will find out what I can and I will get back to you as soon as I can, right? And I dropped it. So in between that, like I'm working and whatever, so I'm keeping my phone on me, right? The later half of the morning, the youth counseling place gets back to me. I set all that up. I'm going to go pick up all the paperwork tomorrow. So I want to rush around after work. Fuck. I've done enough after work already. So, cool. Then, by about early afternoon, I was like, okay, you know what? I gotta deal with this. So, with my friend. So, I never heard anything back. Like, I put out a bunch of feelers with other mutual friends and stuff, and the same one that's known him for 30 years or so got back to me and was like, you know, she had tried to phone the numbers that she has, and they're good numbers, but she wasn't getting any answering, and now she was getting worried. So I was like, okay, let me do a welfare check. Let me call the police and arrange a welfare check. As soon as I hear something, I will get back to all of you when I am done work. Like, so fine. I phoned the police, like going in between houses here, right? Phoned the police. I explained to my boss what's going on and that if we get to a house and I'm still on the phone with the cops, you're going to have to give me a minute. I've got to get this guy looked at. Like, I got to find out what's going on. Like, this is too much. So I phone the police and I give all the information. I give all his information that I know. I give all my information. Fine. They go do a welfare check, right? I told them like his kids have been messaging me and like we need a welfare check. So they go and do a welfare check and they call me back. And long story short, he's been in the hospital for 4 months with severe pneumonia and severe arthritis. So, and that's all the information they could give me. I'm not family. I'm not a significant other. Like, he couldn't give me any more than that. But he gave me a contact number of a friend of my friend's who is sort of in charge of everything right now. Why this bitch did not contact his kids is so fucking far beyond me. I'm speechless. I'm floored. I just. So that's fine. I write down her number. Cool. As soon as I got home, I phoned the number and she's unavailable. So the phone's turned off. And I'm like, huh? So I text the daughter back, or I messaged the daughter back and said, okay, I had a welfare check done. This is what I found out. This is the name of the lady who's in charge of everything. And this is the number that I said, but the number I was given is not on right now. I said, let me creep her Facebook and see if I can get a hold of her over Messenger. If I can get a hold of her over Messenger, I'll verify the number. I will get back to you ASAP. And she's like, oh, thank you, right? I mean, she's got to be terrified. As far as I know, they live in Europe. So, I mean, like, they've got to be losing their fucking minds. So, because they Skyped with him all the time. So, that's fine. I messaged this girl, this broad, and, hey, it's Jen, la, la, like, I know her in passing. I don't know her. She's not a friend of mine. She's a friend of his. So I messaged her, hey, it's Jen. The police gave me your number. I'm the one that called the welfare check. Because I guess they'd gotten a hold of her. Or she was probably at his apartment. She's probably, yeah. Anyway. So I said, I've got a couple of his kids messaging me. They're really, really concerned. Either your phone is dead or it's off. But I want to verify this phone number and make sure that the kids have the number. So fine. She messages me the number. It was very quick, and she got back to me like that. So yeah, she is online. So I messaged the younger daughter back and said, look, here's the spelling of her name, first and last. Here is the phone number. I would recommend Facebook messaging her because she seems to get back real quick with that. Her phone is either dead or it's off. Like, it's a no-go. Message her on Facebook. Call her over Facebook. Like, the Facebook Messenger, I believe you can call. And that is a really loud ring. My brother does it to me from time to time. Scares the shit out of me every fucking time. So she thanked me very much. She seems like a very sweet young lady. So I feel so bad for her. But like, as soon as I got back from work, like, I had to call our mutual friend, and then I had to get a hold of the daughter, and it was like, like, this isn't my responsibility. I'm not the one in charge of everything. It's this other broad. Like, are you fucking serious? If I was those girls, holy shitballs, I would be fucking pissed. Like, if you're gonna be somebody's proxy, fucking handle that shit. Oh, my sweet Jesus. Like, I remember years ago, like probably 4 or 5 years ago, when his health really started to go down. We were sitting around talking, and he had said that he wanted me to be his medical proxy. And I said, that's fine, but you got to do up the paperwork. Like, whether we're friends or not, after something like that is done, it doesn't matter. I will honor that. Like, I will never do anybody dirty with shit like that. Ever. It is not in my nature. I will not fuck you over. So, and that's not to say that we're not friends now. We're just not in contact. Like, shit went down that I just couldn't be a part of it. I had my mom's health the last 2 years of her life was such a roller coaster, and I was also her medical proxy as well as her financial proxy, and my brother and I just had so much shit to deal with her. There was just no room for anybody else's drama. So for the sake of my own personal mental health and mental safety, I had to drop him like he was hot. Like, I'm just like, I love you, but I can't with you right now. Like, I just. And then COVID hit, and it was like, it's just been a shit show for, So, I mean, I feel horrible. I feel so fucking guilty knowing the situation that he is in right now. I feel so fucking guilty. However, I mean, he did it to himself, right? He didn't take care of his arthritis. He doesn't take care of his health. He doesn't eat properly. Like, but I feel guilty as fuck. Like, I couldn't have changed a goddamn thing. That's why I dropped him like he's hot. I still feel extremely guilty. I mean, the man is like family to me. But I will drop family like that too if you're not taking care. Like, I can't. I can't take care of me, my kids, and you. Like, I can't. I won't. I'm sorry. So, it's been a trying day. It's been a very trying day. I'm exhausted. Like, I am mentally done. But whatever. On the upside, another friend of mine has been harassing the shit out of 2 companies. Like, kick fit type companies, kickboxing and stuff, right? To start a class for us non-vaxxed folks. Because we'd like to go out and do something for an hour a couple days a week that's not in the fucking house. Or walking around in the cold. Fuck that. I was like, good for you, girl. Good for you. I don't have time for that, but good for you. She says, well, if I can get enough people together, we might be able to swing it. She said, would you be down? I was like, fuck yeah. Depending on price. I mean, cost is an issue. The place that I used to go to, but you now have to show proof of vaccination for, was pay as you go. So it was like $10 a run. Like, it was awesome. So she got a hold of me, I think it was last night. What are we, Tuesday? I think it was last night. It was either last night or Sunday night. And said it was her and a couple other people that were really, really text bombing this guy. A couple of them. And the one broke and was like, yes, okay, fine. Well, you know, I'll post and put a Facebook post up too, I believe. Unless it was in Messenger, I don't know. But she sent me the screenshot. That he was going to be posting something in the next couple of days, a schedule and whatever, and, you know. So I said to her, well, let me know, because she's the one in contact with him. Let me know what the days are, what the times are, and what the price is. Like, how is he doing it? Is he doing it as like a monthly thing, or can I do pay as you go, or like, you know. And she'd sent me a price for one of the other places. It was something like, it was damn near $300, like a month. I was like, yeah, no. Mm-mm. And she's like, oh, well, you know, it includes your wraps and your gloves. And I'm like, bitch, you don't need wraps. Get the fuck out of here with wraps. It's non-contact. You don't fucking need wraps, okay? And I have gloves. I'm not buying anybody else's gloves. No. And I will not buy wraps. Get out of here. She's like, what do you mean? I said, well, is it contact? Like, are they doing full contact? Or are we doing bags and what the fuck you call them? But are we basically hitting the bag? You know? And she's like, oh, no, it's no contact. I said, then you don't need wraps. You don't need wraps. It's fine. I've been doing it off and on for years. You do not need wraps unless you're doing contact. I mean, unless you're getting in the ring with someone. You fucking don't need wraps. It's fine. God damn it. And that's the place that wanted you to buy like a gi or whatever, like the outfit, right? I was like, are you kidding me? I want a baggy ass fucking t-shirt and my yoga pants, okay? I'm no. You're not taking a karate class. You're not taking a jiu-jitsu class or a judo class. It's fucking kickboxing, okay? It's kick fit, all right? The fuck out of here. Mm-mm. I never liked those uniforms. I used to have to wear them when I was in karate back in the day, and I find them so hard to move in. I hate them. You should be able to do that shit in like if you're a dude, your loosest jogging pants that you can find that don't fall off your ass. And us women folk, just wear your yoga pants, man. You can actually move in yoga pants. You cannot move in those gis. I hate them. I hate them so much. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really excited about that. I would love to get back into the kickboxing. It is a good time. I could care less about hitting the weights. I used to go to the gym and pound weights and all that kind of shit. I could fucking care less about that. I find it does absolutely nothing for me. It just makes me sore. I did it for several years. I never built any muscle. I never lost any weight. Nothing fucking changed. I was just fucking sore all the time. So, the kickboxing is, well, it's cardio. And it's just a good fucking time. I mean, it's cardio for people who hate cardio. I fucking loathe and despise cardio. Loathe it. But if you tell me we're going for a kickboxing session instead of, you know, hitting a gym or going to do cardio, I will have my gloves on so fucking fast. Hell yes. Oh my God, I love it so much. I love it so much. It is such a good time. So really, really, really excited. So we'll see how that goes. I should find that out in the next, I don't know, few days, the next week, something like that. And then tonight, so when I'm done here, I'm going to go home and make dinner. And I think I have to pick Boo Boo up for 6. I'm pretty sure it's 6. And then tonight, Monkey and I just went out and I picked up buns for dinner for the burgers. And I picked up some popcorn and I picked up some potato chips. Dear Lord Jesus, that sun is bright. I picked up some popcorn and I picked up some potato chips. And so after dinner, Monkey and I are going to sit down and we are going to watch the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I could not be more excited. I love that movie so much. And Monkey's never seen it before. He's seen like clips of it, like who hasn't, right? Online and whatever. So I asked him the other night if he wanted to watch it. He was like, yes, please. And I said, okay, because he's been doing really well with the horror movies. We've been slowly introducing him to the slasher film. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. The old ones. Not like, you know, Hostel or anything like that. He's too young. He's not ready. I wasn't ready for Hostel. That took me aback. It was fine. I enjoyed it. It's a good movie. But it took me aback a second. I was like, whoa. Whoa. So, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Because I'm off tomorrow, so he can stay up a bit tonight. And Monkey's still online. So, as long as he's up and gets his check-in in the morning and gets his stuff off the Google Classroom, he's fine. It won't be crazy late. Maybe we'll start it while we're eating. Well, no, because I'm going to try and have dinner done by 5 so that he can eat at his regular time. And Boo Boo will just have to warm his up. Too bad. So, yeah, as soon as I get home, then we should be able to sit down and start the movie. So, probably by 6:30-ish, 6:45. So, it should work out perfectly fine. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. I really do not want to have to do a side dish and vegetables again. Fuck. I get so sick of that shit. Maybe I'll say fuck it and I'll pick me up some sushi or something. Or a frozen pizza. Fuck, I could go for that. Shit, yeah. Go home and make Monkey dinner, and we'll see what time it is. Boo Boo might have to come with me while I run in and grab a frozen pizza. I think that's a fabulous idea. Yep. Actually, if I'd have been thinking about it while I was at the dollar store, what I should have done was grab some pasta sauce and made spaghetti and meatballs tomorrow. Bad mama. Bad mama. Well, I think I have to go out tomorrow and get milk anyway, so. I'm going to try and get out in the morning, I think, and, well, maybe mid-morning, and vlog, because I have my hearing appointment at 4. And I have to go down to the youth center and get that paperwork for Monkey, and then drop it off at the school. See if they'll they should photocopy it for me. I'll redact anything that needs to be redacted, and then see if the school minds doing a couple of copies so that I have a copy, the school has a copy, and the online school has a copy. Everybody has a copy. So, because I'm hoping that next year, because he's going to go back to the regular school next year, I would love it if we could somehow, if this paperwork that I'm picking up will help Monkey in getting maybe some kind of IEP, to help him with testing and stuff, so that he can maybe get some extra time, or a scriber. Because I know he knows the work. It's just getting it from his brain down onto the paper that seems to be an issue. So we're going to start working on all that stuff, I think, next year. Because if he finishes the year this year online, then he's not affiliated with his physical school anymore. So we'll have to start working on that next year. And the principal and I had a whole talk on our own without Monkey about that on Monday. So yeah, that's about everything for now. But we're at the, almost the 27-minute mark. So I'm going to jump and go home and start dinner and everything and get I'm really excited about this movie night. I've seen this movie a million times, but it's different when you watch it with a newbie. I am so excited. So anybody watching, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you have a fabulous day, a fabulous evening. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.